My name is Ehab, and I'm from Syria. I was always a human rights activist, and I tried to help people who were imprisoned unjustly. The images of children as young as 10 being dragged to jail and hearing their screams still keeps me up at night. I couldn't take that, and wanted to help, and this is where my torture began. I was captured and imprisoned myself. My legs were smashed, and my arms pulled apart until they popped out of their sockets. The pain was unbearable, and I fainted many times as my body couldn't cope. I eventually got out, and shortly after returning home, my house was targeted and bombed. I found my daughter unconscious on the bathroom floor, and that was when I knew I had to run away. My wife and I found someone willing to transport us to the Jordanian border, but when we got out of the car, it was still hours away. I carried my bleeding daughter on my back, and my wife kept telling me to turn back and bury her, but I believed she was still alive. Her blood filled my shoes, but I walked on. Hours later, my legs gave way from my own injuries, and I asked my wife to put my daughter on my back. I crawled the rest of the way on all fours. An ambulance took my daughter to hospital, and I was taken to the Za'atari refugee camp before I escaped to search for my family. I found them in a hospital, and the doctors told us to pray that my daughter would survive. After months of treatment, she did survive, and we were asked to leave the hospital. There was nowhere we could go, and I carried my daughter out and found a place under a bridge. That was our new home. How could my life get to this? I was a successful person in Syria, and now I have gone for weeks without money or a shower. It was winter, and we huddled under the bridge to stay warm. My daughter was alive, and that is all that mattered. And then, CRP found us. They put me on their emergency assistance list and helped my daughter to get the medical treatment she needed. They provided a place for us to stay. They were my miracle. And as time passed, I wanted to help others like me and started to volunteer at CRP. I helped set up a safe space where other refugees could talk and discuss things that they couldn't say elsewhere. CRP were my angels, my strength and hope when I wanted to commit suicide. I'm not just saying this. I tried to find ways to end my life so many times. War makes you forget how to laugh, and CRP gave this back to me. CRP made me love Jordan and be happy for being alive. We have now been relocated overseas, and my time as volunteer in Jordan helped me find paid work. My daughter has finished college and she has a job. Can you imagine? The girl who was going to be buried alive is an employee now. I will always be a part of CRP, and they will be part of me forever. You cannot remove the feelings of love, hope, and safety from someone, and that is what CRP is for me. I am an example of the changes you can help make. Your support can help hundreds of people like me and give them a second chance.